I had the tremendous privilege of being born and raised into the manse. I'm a pastor's kid. I didn't think it was a privilege at the time. I loathed it, I hated it, and I always used to make up jobs for what my father did, because he was an ambulance driver at the same time. But I now see it was a tremendous privilege from God. I was taken to church twice, three times, four times on a Sunday, heard the gospel from early stage, and thought I was a Christian. And until the age of 15, I attended a national rally conference in London, in Westminster Chapel. And it was there that I was just challenged by seeing many other young people, young Christians, who, whilst they believed the same as me, there was something about their belief that it was actually living and active, and my belief was purely cerebral. That was on the Saturday. On the Sunday night, the Lord had challenged me back at church to the Sunday sermons and the preaching, and I called my father into our bedroom that night and just spoke to him a little bit about it. He took me to John 20, I think John 20:21, where the story of Thomas, doubting Thomas, who the first Sunday wasn't there present with the disciples, didn't believe the talk of Jesus being raised from the dead, and said, unless I actually put my hands into the side and my finger into the nail marks, I won't believe. And then the following Sunday, the Lord just came in and looked at him and said, come on then, you wanted to see and touch and feel. And Thomas just, he didn't need to touch or feel, he just exclaimed those wonderful words, my Lord and my God. And it was in that moment that I realised that yes, Christ, it wasn't just that Christ had died for sinners, but he died for me on the cross, and that I was forgiven by God in that, and that Jesus had to be my Lord and my God. And so that was my conversion experience at 15. And then very shortly after that, when I was 18, I began to feel the beginnings of God calling me to full-time Christian service, if you like. I'd grown up in the manse. I was convinced it would be overseas. I didn't want to be a pastor. Humanly speaking, that's what it was like. And so, to cut a long story short, 9 years later, I ended up in Spain. Having been through Bible college, the conviction grew within me. Visits to Spain, knowledge of the work in Spain, praying for the country of Spain. The conviction grew that if I didn't go to Spain to serve the church there, then I would be actively disobeying God. God has been very good to us over the years, and that call has been confirmed again and again and again. God in his grace and his mercy not only gave us the willingness and the ability to be obedient, but we actually love living and working and serving in the land of Spain.